Hey, what's
Men.
Let me establish something very clearly.
What's happening? Yeah. Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me?
That's
So
hard.
hard. It's 30.
It's the happiest day of my life.
She cannot love you. Okay? And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past that she messed up.
What up? Glad to be back. Everybody hit the like button. The more people hit the like button, the more people are coming to the live. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, all in the description and both all at the top of the chat. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Okay. Shout out to Live Love. Glad you're stopping by. Please join my Dating Dysfunctions membership. It's $5 a month. I'm going to be doing exclusive episodes 2 times a weekend. So that's 8 exclusive episodes or live streams every month for $5. It really helps support the cause. Also, follow me on Rumble if you haven't already, because I can get kicked off YouTube any day now. Other than that, I guess we should get into this ridiculous nonsense. Hit the like. Shout out to the rare breeds. Shout out to the wrenches. Let me know something in the live chat. Check in with me when you come in. And if you part of the replay gang, let me know something in the comment section. Let's get it.
Especially to Black women. Two things.
I'm gonna record this episode. I have a feeling I'm gonna get some goodies. All right, let's do it.
Let me establish something very clearly, especially to Black women. Two things can be true. Let me establish something very clearly, especially to Black women. Two things can be true at the same time. Black women can be unfairly stereotyped, And a visible minority can still damage the group's image if nobody is willing to address it.
Yeah. Okay, medium man. I'm gonna let you know right now, they're not unjustly being stereotyped. And it's not a small visual minority. I'm just gonna say it. It's the majority. It's 70 to 80% minimum. That's minimum. That's me being nice. It's 70 to 80%. All right. So I just want to just get that out the way quick. Nice suit, like your outfit, and everything like that. Classy background and everything like that. But you're already off base, sir. But let's continue.
The group's image if nobody is willing to address it. That's the conversation that needs to happen, and it didn't. So I want to say that again for Black women, because you guys know that I'm fair and balanced on both sides when it comes to how I see the world as it is and not how it should be. And of course, the statistics. Two things can be true at the same time. Black women can be unfairly stereotyped, and a visible minority can damage the group's image if nobody is willing to address it. Okay?
Look, I'm just trying to think back in my life. Yeah. I'm just trying to think back in my life. How many Black women have I come in contact with where I could say, "Oh yeah, she was real cool. She was pleasant. She was feminine, nice, the whole nine." I'm really about to try to think about it. Cause see, let me point this out as well. To me, I don't judge a woman's character by how she act with dudes that she like. Far as like she think he cute. Cause there's been women who have found me attractive and they were nice to me because they found me attractive. That don't count. That's not the real them. If they're infatuated with you or something like that. So I mean, I've met less than 5 that I could say, oh, she's feminine, she cool, she sweet. Seem like she beats all the stereotypes. I've met 5 in my life max. Out of interacting with, I'm sure, hundreds. But please let me know how many sweet, feminine Black women y'all know that beat the stereotypes. Let's be clear. Yeah. Let's be clear though. Most women, period, in America aren't sweet, nice, and demure. But Black women take this to a whole nother level, man. They take being a degenerate, loudmouth animal to a whole nother level, man.
You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored. Is the new face of villainy in America now uncensored? Is the new face of villainy in America now Black women? This comes as we're being bombarded by more and more videos on social media of them in street fights and brawls on reality shows. In the last week alone, Black women have been blamed for the chaos at Daytona Beach's spring break. Law enforcement even calling one out by name, demanding $1 million in restitution for the damages in that city.
Here is
Wow. For one woman, I did not know this story until I watched this video. That's crazy.
Number one offender, a liar.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear about this. She loves this attention. She's gonna brag about this. Girl, I was on the news. The mayor want me to pay him $1 million. I'm that bitch. This is a flex for her. I was really tearing them streets up. I'm Houston's most wanted or wherever they was at. This is a flex for her. This is a badge of honor for this street thug. That's what I'm gonna call her. The forehead curtains are diabolical. They're absolutely diabolical. She's not the worst looking woman in the world. A lot of dudes would ignore the forehead curtains and still try to holler at this. I'm just at this point, no, I can't date a B dub. I try to avoid talking to a B dub. It's rarely a pleasant experience. Am I wrong? Probably. Look, that's a whole nother conversation. Look, I'll be honest. There's an argument to say that, 60 to 70% of black people kind of on some bullshit. So with that being said, I can't blame non-black people for being like, you know what? I'm gonna avoid them. I'm just gonna avoid them. I'm sure there's some black people who are fine people, but I'm not willing to risk dealing with the bad ones just to have a couple good relationships with the good ones. And you know what? That makes logical sense. I can't even be mad at them because I feel the same way about B Dubs myself. I don't feel that way about black men though. Black women are a much worse representation of black people than black men are. I think there's way more good black men in America than there are good black women. I think good black men outnumber good black women probably like 5 to 1, if not worse. But anyway, let's get back into it. Everybody hit the like button.
That's crazy.
Number one offender, Elia Brooks. She got a certified letter basically saying that has come to our attention that you're advertising, promoting, or sponsoring, or organizing, or arranging via social media a Daytona Beach takeover.
That even some black men blaming black women for the new dress code at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Embarrassed us so bad for the Houston Rodeo that like this have to be talked about. And we've been telling y'all this. We've been telling y'all that black American women, FBA women, have they ass out everywhere you go.
And then there's this guy who describes black women this way on social media.
What's your least favorite race to date?
I want to say black girls. Like, black girls have great personalities, but they're like apishly aggressive, you know? Apishly like manly sometimes, you know, the way they act. You feel me?
No,
Okay, let's talk about the white man. Let's talk about the white man. Um, so he's talking about apishly this and apishly that. And see, these are the type of white men who think they're hilarious, and it couldn't be further from the truth. I rarely find race jokes funny. They're rarely funny. They're usually extremely corny. It's not even that it's like, oh my goodness, that's racist. You shouldn't say it because it's racist. You shouldn't say it because it's not fucking funny, and you're coming across like a huge cornball. That's probably why you shouldn't say it. So I mean, yeah, this is just some ignorant white dude. Apishly. I mean, he's not wrong, but his choice of words were intentionally, racist. Maybe I'm a hypocrite because I said he wasn't wrong. But y'all know he's trying to be a condescending, smug piece of shit. I hope I don't come across that way. But see, it is different. It is different when a white man says something like that and when I say it. Whether it's fair or not, we could debate that, but it's definitely different. I don't know if it's just the history or whatever, but it's different.
aggressive, you know, apishly like manly sometimes, you know, the way they act. You feel me?
No,
This ignorant ass white man, he did that on purpose. He was very intentional with his wording. Okay, so if any white person who describes black people as some sort of primate, but you know what's, when I was listening to him say that, I was like, well, maybe not in this way, but I think black women need to have more honest discussions with white men, because on social media they'll show you like a soft life, you know, older white man and a younger black woman getting spoiled, and that creates a fantasy that these white men are just in love with black women. And you understand why that narrative persists, because you see a lot of black women still quoting that 50-year-old study, Zhang and Van Hook. They take a liking to the fact that they believe that when they get with white men, their divorce rates are the lowest, even though that study was like post-segregation 50 years ago.
Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Steven. He says, I believe a lot of it is emotional, because if someone not black tells the truth, then it's an issue. It's still an issue if somebody black tells the truth about black people. Yeah, it's an issue either way. It's an issue either way, for sure. I mean, yeah, look, the ignorant ass niggas of America don't want to be told about themselves. I get it. I mean, it's not that they don't know that they own bullshit. They know they own bullshit. They just don't want to be held accountable. So they'll just call you a coon, a sellout, or a racist. So they don't have to be held accountable for their actions. It makes sense. I mean, humans are naturally defensive. If you call out any human for anything, their first instinct is going to be to defend the bullshit they just did. Just the same thing with cart narcs. Let's just go to one real quick. I just want to, I just want to show y'all something real quick. This is just human nature. This isn't just the blacks. Look, just in case anybody doesn't know, I am black. If there's any newbies,
Most men.
if there's any newbies in the house, um, let's do a cart narc. Let's do a cart narc. Oh, 10 days ago.
Thank you for coming back, sir. Did you want to apologize? You're at the scene of the crime. I'll say this.
Get the fuck away from me.
So we got to walk up.
Now, see, now this is a nigger right here. This white man is a nigger. But see, he's never going to be accused of being a nigger because he's white. You know? But he's definitely a nigger. But we'll get back to it. Nobody judges him off appearance, just seeing him. And it's like, oh, probably a nice, gentlemanly white man. Like, no, not absolutely not. He's a deranged animal. See, the white niggers can hide in plain sight. But whatever, let's get into it.
Off here, Narcoteers, our man in blue really blew it by leaving his cart out here. Is he in the red pickup truck? This is interesting. Now, he does have a dog up front, but no way, it's not an especially hot day. There's plenty of ocean breeze in this area. But that dog doesn't look like the fighty, attacky type of dog.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. I watched the cart narcs. I mean, it's kind of entertaining. But I mean, the cart narcs, look, they're assholes. They're definitely harassing people for YouTube views. I mean, we could talk about how wrong it is for somebody to leave their cart, loosely in the parking lot. And yeah, we can say it's wrong. Okay, fine. But to me, it's more wrong to antagonize and instigate drama with people and harass people for YouTube views. That's the irony of this channel. What he's doing is 10,000 times more wrong to me than a motherfucker leaving their loose cart in the grocery parking lot. That's the most ironic part about this channel. And please let me know your thoughts below.
You may have seen some videos. I'm just looking behind me because I'm hearing some stuff happening. Keeping an eye on that stuff. No, no! Oh. That's not where the cart goes. That's the mulch.
What are you?
Oh, I'm Agent Sebastian. I'm with the cart Narcs. We help folks get their carts back to the proper location so they're out, not in anybody's way. Did you want to do that or no?
No.
Why not? I'll get you a little magnet then, okay? This one says, don't return or shop a cart like a jerk. We'll just place it in this area right here.
Don't touch my fucking truck.
Sir, what makes your truck effing? I didn't put it on there yet.
Okay. What's wrong? To be fair, okay. Do you think you could tell a lot about somebody by how quick they are to anger? Now, okay, I'm trying to put myself in this dude's shoes. If I'm at the, I, well, okay, let's start here. I always return my cart to the cart return. You know, I'm patting myself on the back over here. I always return my cart, like always. But let's just say I didn't one day, and some annoying mother with a body cam come up to with some magnets and a fucking flashlight or whatever. I'm like, "Woo, woo, woo, woo. You forgot to return your card. Are you going to return your card?" I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I might get mad. I probably would be a little bit annoyed. I would like to think I wouldn't act a complete eh, like these people do. I would like to think I wouldn't do that. Well, okay, of course now I know what the cart narcs are, so I would just return it. I'd be like, "Oh, I watch y'all stuff all the time. You got me. I'll return it. You got me. You got me, bro." That's probably how I would react since I know who the cart narcs are. Um, let's watch it unfold. So he's cursing and carrying on, which look, this got 100,000 views. So he's looking bad. I'm sure people he know, family, relatives, coworkers, if he's still working, he look like he could be retired maybe. But this is a bad look for him. Now, I don't know if he's probably not paying attention to the fact that this dude got a body camera on. He's probably just not thinking that much about it. But that's why I think this cart narc thing is so wrong. But it's safe to say he's kind of handling this like a nigga right now. Where's all that white superiority, that white discernment, that white holiness? Where is it? That white patience? I'm just not seeing it here.
My fucking truck.
Sir, what makes your truck effing? I didn't put it on there yet.
Then get the fuck away from me.
Why are you using cuss words, sir? Don't you want to be a polite, upstanding member of society? Say,
Okay, I want to talk about this too. Now, there is a demographic that somewhat has a bad rap, and that's middle-aged white men who drive pickup trucks. Some will call them truck holes. Like, I don't know where they are, but Midwestern and down south middle-aged white men do have a reputation for being angry. And look, I'll be honest, not to offend any of my white audience. Some of the most angry people I've ever come in contact with was white men over 40 and 50. I'm not saying all, but there's definitely a pattern in the stereotype that's valid there with middle-aged white men, angry, bitter, just pissed off all the time, seem to just be mad at the world. But definitely there's a correlation with motherfuckers who drive trucks. Every guy with a truck isn't an asshole, but it seems like every white asshole has a truck. So yeah, he's fitting the angry older white man stereotype to a T. It's not racism, it's pattern recognition, right? Middle-aged white man fatigue in full effect. Middle-aged angry white man fatigue in full effect.
society. Say, please don't touch my vehicle, and I'm sorry for leaving my card out. That'd be a great response.
You know what?
What? How about that? Gotcha. Ah, it fell off. Sorry. Yeah. Well, then I will go for the rear bumper, sir. What?
Get the fuck away from me.
Why are you being so angry, sir? You're approaching.
Now, okay. Yeah. So there's so many different elements to be entertained by the carton arcs. I'll give them that. One of the entertaining things about this show is all this effort and energy, because this is the main point why I came to this, of people's natural reaction to being called out for doing something wrong is to be super defensive. Um, but the funny thing about this is these motherfuckers would rather go through all of this hoopla than just take the fucking cart back. Because they're being stubborn and bullheaded and they don't want to be called out. And I look, I'm the same. I don't want a motherfucker to call me out. Shit's annoying. I probably would get defensive. It's the human in me. But that's the point. The point of me coming to this is showing that most people don't have the intelligence or the self-awareness or whatever you want to call it to be called out on something they did wrong and be like, you know what, you're right. I was wrong. I shouldn't have did it. Let me correct my wrong. That's not going to be most humans' response to being called out for wrongdoing. So let's see. P9 says medium man's comment on a visible minority requires confirmation of the presumed minority status. The other reality is the prevalence of a perception is a reality. Okay, look, I consider myself an intelligent man, but that's just too much for me to wrap my head around what you just said. Honestly, though, just leave the guy alone, regardless of if he's an angry old white man. Just leave, fam. This is provoking. I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, as I stated, I think the carton arcs are wrong for this. But but I just do find it funny, like he just take the fucking cart back, dude. But see, I'm kind of like this though. When I get on the hill, sometimes I'll be ready to just die on the hill. Like I'm standing on the shit. I'm not taking the cart back. I'm not gonna let you make me take the cart back. Because it is, what is the word? Patronizing. It's condescending. Like the cart narcs are condescending. Now, if the cart narc, because he does all that performative, woo, 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 that's not where the cart goes. Come on, like if he's being a cunt about it. Now, if the cart narcs were being genuine, I mean, they still probably, well, they wouldn't get as extreme reactions if they were really sweet about it. But if the cart narc came over, like, excuse me, sir, I see that you left your cart out. Is there any way you could just return your cart, just please? I'm not trying to cause any trouble, but is there any way you could just return your cart? I think people would react different, and probably would just more people would just say, yeah, you got me. All right, I'll go return it. This is why people end up getting hurt, honestly. You don't have the right to fuck with people for fun. Yeah, I totally agree. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the carton arcs gets smoked. I mean, I'm not wishing it on him. And apparently he recruits people from other places to do it too. I don't know if he pays them. I would hope he pays them. I mean, they say it's volunteer work. I can't imagine a motherfucker taking time out of their life to do this shit and not get paid for it. Well, somebody's getting paid for it because the fucking YouTube channel. But yeah. But let's get back into it. We gonna move from this in a minute, but I just want to see what ends up happening with this one. What up, T Orlando?
You're approaching me in a very threatening manner for some reason, when I'm just trying to be a nice guy. You're gonna go for the bumper, that's steel, right?
You touch my fucking truck and I'm gonna fucking knock you out.
Sir, why is it an effing truck, sir? Why are you using the cuss?
Get the fuck away from me.
Why are you using so many cuss words? Like, can't you have a polite conversation?
Okay, a couple other things I want to point out. Oh my god, this is fucked up. But look, this isn't funny, but I'm laughing because I'm silly. But bro, just drive off. That's another element to this that is kind of funny. Like, Bro, just let them put the magnet on your car, drive off, and take it off when you get home or something. Honestly, okay, let's break down what are the two most intelligent things you could do in this situation. One is definitely just look. I can even getting out the car once and being like, "Hey, man, don't put a magnet on my car." And then if he's continuing to try to put a magnet on your car, at that point you got to just say, or I'll even give somebody 2 times. You know, okay, some guy approaches you and say, "Hey, can you put your car back?" You say no. You try to pull off. He puts a magnet on your car. Okay, I get hopping out and be like, "Hey, man, don't put a fucking magnet on my car." Okay, I get it. I'll give you that one. Okay, so you get back in your car and the motherfucker throw another magnet on your car. I'll give you the second one. Hey, man, what the fuck did I tell you? I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Don't put a magnet on my car. I'll give you that one. And then you get in the car again and the motherfucker throw the magnet on your car. At that point, bro, drive off with the magnet. These motherfuckers be getting out 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 times to chase this motherfucker down and like just drive off, brother. But that brings me to another point I want to bring up. That is probably one of my least favorite human characteristics. A lot of people live for conflict. They live for this shit. Not that this man here is instigating it or nothing, but I'm saying like people jump at the opportunity to get in conflict with somebody. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what the percentage is. Um, I definitely do think some demographics of people are more eager to get in conflict or seem to be more intrigued with conflict or start conflict more. Um, I also think it's just let me talk about another angle. I'm just thinking about the time I spent on this planet interacting with people, and it's almost like, look, I'm not a confrontational a person. I try to avoid conflict. I try to stay out the way. Like at work, just do my work and go home. And all my life, it's like motherfuckers is trying to go out of their way to start conflict with me, right? So then after a while, I'm like, I guess I get people who are always defensive and always ready to bite somebody's head off because people are always attacking you. And after years of that, you be on the defensive and you be ready for the smoke. Like, y'all about to stop fucking with me. So you it's almost like you have to condition yourself to be um how can I put it? To be contentious and to be ready for conflict and return blows. You got to be on guard and ready to return blows. So interacting with all these bullshit, toxic, low frequency people every day at work and at school, it changes you for the worse. It changes you. It turns you into them, and that's exactly what Satan wanted. It's exactly what Satan wanted, but you feel like you're in a position where I either become what these people are or I get punked. Those seem like the only two options at times. I either go back and forth with these motherfuckers in conflict or I let these motherfuckers bully and punk me. Those are two terrible options. Get punked or turn into demonic low lives like them. But
Uh-oh, the shades are off. He means business. Now, sir, first off, you've already committed a crime by... And you turn your cart and all will be well? All right, obviously no fake out that time. Because it'd be like the third fake out, and his ego's been damaged so much. Thank you for coming back, sir. Did you want to apologize? You're at the scene of the crime. I'll say this.
You get the fuck away from me.
Get
the fuck away from my truck.
What's with the F word, sir?
Man.
Now, that has our phone number on it, but you just toss
I don't
it.
give a fuck.
I got another one for you.
Get the fuck away from me, dude.
Why?
I'm telling you now.
Why so much cussing, sir?
Get the fuck away from me.
Why, sir?
I want to touch on this real quick too. If this man had a heart attack and died right now, right there in front of him, would that be a case? I mean, that shit would probably haunt him for the rest of his life. That he essentially killed the man. He essentially killed the man with this bullshit. for YouTube views. That's another terrible outcome that can come from this show. Somebody could just get so riled up and literally croak on the fucking spot, and then he got a case on his hands. Mr. Goody Two Shoes will be the criminal then, right? I mean, that might be a case. Like if this man just had a fucking heart attack right there, even if it wasn't related, like even if like you know what I mean, like even if it was just in his cards, like even if he was just having a regular day and was gonna have a stroke in the car, either way, he would be, he probably would be liable somehow. Look, all right, let's just move on. Let's get back to what this show is about. I got the Rumble link in the, let me drop the Rumble link because it looked like it's buffering. So if it start bad, just go over to Rumble. I'm dropping the link now. Everybody hit the like button. I got 17 watchers and only 9 likes. I don't know why you wouldn't hit it. So since I don't understand it, I'm gonna take it as disrespect. Please take your fat ass finger and hit the like button, please. If you appreciate what I do, please hit the Cash App and PayPal, all at the top of the chat and in the description. Or you can do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Oh, it seemed like it's fucking buffering now. We had a good run, 39 minutes. But yeah, go over to Rumble if it's buffering too bad. We're gonna figure out this buffering one day, y'all. We're gonna figure out this buffering stuff. Once again, if you're tired of the buffering, please go over to Rumble. From what I hear, from what I heard yesterday, it's not too much. There's not any issues buffering over on Rumble. All right, let's get back into it.
Rates are the lowest, even though that study was like post-segregation 50 years ago. Typically, I don't like panels where there's other races talking about our women, our black men in particular, but I think this one was necessary so we can, as an audience, see what's actually going on.
Some say no matter how educated or successful, some black women have been constantly vilified, like politicians Jasmine Crockett and Kamala Harris.
It doesn't have, look, yeah. It doesn't have anything to do with them being black. It has something to do with these 2 women being absolutely ridiculous and dingbatted. It's not always about race. But they're not smart enough to know that. Like Fox Soul, their whole channel is. Do you know how many organizations are running based off black victimhood and always painting black people as being victims? There's whole channels, whole networks, whole companies based off that. So yeah, I get the hustle, but it's getting old. Yeah. And let's be clear. Yeah, it doesn't matter about how educated and what kind of job a black woman have. If she's a complete KUNT, if she's a complete KUNT that treats everybody bad and is arrogant and this and that, nobody cares about how many degrees she has or what title she has at work. She's not a good person. That's what people are judging them on, and that's how I think people should be judged. Black women still would be deemed lesser than if everybody judged by the content of character and not the color of his. Black women would still be ranked at the bottom if everyone on the planet judged by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. So if everybody took Martin Luther King philosophy, black women would still have the same reputation. Let that simmer on your brain for a minute.
We can, as an audience, see what's actually going on.
Some say no matter how educated or successful, some black women have been constantly vilified, like politicians Jasmine Crockett and Kamala Harris. Hence, the question remains, are black women being vilified in America now? And of course, we have a panel of guests here, women. Important women. Let's well, yeah, you black too. So let's get to it, Yolanda. Is this over exaggeration? Is this a fair assessment? Unfair, your thoughts about what we're seeing on social media bombarding us.
So first of all, it's not new. Black women are always the boogeyman.
So already, look, ironically, yeah. Ironically, she coming with the sister girl attitude that nobody likes. I already knew what she was gonna be on with the blonde baldy and the leopard print onesie. I already knew she was gonna fit all the stereotypes we're talking about. She's the reason why B dubs are vilified. Why would they bring on somebody who's the epitome of the stereotype? You can't make this crap up, folks. The big hoop earrings, the leopard print onesie, the ridiculous glasses. How did I know that she was gonna come like this? How did I know? Is it this always been like this? You heard me? And I okay, I'm overdoing it. But this is just silly.
Seeing on social media bombarding us.
So first of all, it's not new. Black women are always the boogeyman, like always. We're angry, we're aggressive. These are all things they say about us.
And listen, ma'am. Look, listen, ma'am. And we can tell by all the finger snapping, the neck jerking, that you're all those things. She can't help but to talk with her hands and jerk her neck. This is the irony is just mind blowing.
The boogeyman, like always. We're angry, we're aggressive. These are all things they say about us. And so I don't know why people are paying attention to it now. It was not true then, it's not true now. And if I am angry, considering Black women are the number one target of everybody, then I'm justifiably angry.
Ma'am, which one is it? Are you not angry or are you angry? Are you not angry or are you not angry or is it justified for you to be angry? Oh my gosh, man. Let's hear that one more time. Let's hear that one more time.
Why people are paying attention to it now. It was not true then, it's not true now. And if I am
Okay, let's talk about this. Huh? Let's talk about this. When you try to make it seem like people are just making stuff completely up, like when Black people try to make it seem like everybody's just making this stuff up, it kills our credibility. As a Black woman, if you come on these panels and talk about, I don't know, as a Black woman, if you come on these panels talking about, I don't know what everybody talking about. We swell people, we soft, we sweet. I don't know why they say we loud and angry. I have no idea where they coming from. They just picking on us. You completely destroy any credibility that you may have had. When you won't even kind of just admit, okay, I see where they coming from a little bit, but then somebody might actually hear you out. Oh my goodness.
these are all things they say about us. And so I don't know why people are paying attention to it now. It was not true then, it's not true now. And if I am angry, considering Black women are the number one target of everybody, then I'm justifiably angry. If I am angry, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna own it. So again, this is not new, it's old. But you know what? And the one thing I know Black women will do is we will survive and we will thrive. And y'all can just keep hating. Because
You're at the bottom of every barrel. Statistically, you're at the bottom. Your children are at the bottom. What do you mean thriving? You're not thriving. Black women are like down there with the poorest demographic in America. Stop the lies. And you're not the most educated, you're the most enrolled. Please, please stop the lies. Just wish they would stop lying, if nothing else. Keep being angry, keep being witchy, but can you just stop lying?
oh, but you know what? I've been black all my life. I'm gonna die black. And the one thing I know black women will do is we will survive and we will thrive. And y'all can just keep hating. Because for whatever reason, your name always on our lips. And so we must be doing something because you want our lips, you want our backsides, you want it all. You want our color, you roasting yourself, you're looking old before your time.
Why would they bring this? Listen, why would they bring this ignorant jigaboo on here? This is not making black women look good. Did somebody cast her to make black people look bad? If anybody's racist, it's the person who casted this woman to speak on this issue. I mean, okay, maybe it's good for TV or something. Look at the Becky faces, everybody. Let's go back. Look at the Becky's faces, everybody. Look at Reba face, everybody. Look at Legally Blonde face, everybody. Oh, she really do look like Reba. But anyway, man, this is just. I can't wait to hear the other guest on here. I gotta pull up this actual clip so we can read the comments.
Name always on our lips. And so we must be doing something because you want our lips, you want our backsides, you want it all. You want our color, you roasting yourself, you're looking old before your time because you want everything black. You want to culturally appropriate.
So right out of the gate, the question is about what we're seeing today. Social media, public behavior, viral moments. And the very first response immediately goes to, this has always been happening. Black women have been always stereotyped. That's not wrong, but it doesn't answer the question. Nobody asked if stereotypes exist. The question is, are certain behaviors today reinforcing those stereotypes in real time? And that part always gets skipped. That's the issue. Okay? Man, I try and explain that, and it's so tough. Like, yeah, I get it. You want to be empowering and sisterhood, but we have to talk about this.
Angela, let's hear from you, your thoughts about this.
So here's
all right now. Like I said, man, usually they don't have panel shows like this with other races on there, and this white woman is not afraid, naked and not ashamed. Here we go.
my thoughts about this. I think the reason we're seeing more and more of these.
I want to point something out real quick. Did you see that intimidation tactic by the black woman, the way she turned her body over and gave her that look like you better not say nothing offensive or it's up? Let's watch that one more time. She's confirming all the stereotypes in real time, live on the show about stereotypes. Let's watch this body language when the host asks for the white woman's opinion.
Like, yeah, I get it. You want to be empowering and sisterhood, but we have to talk about this.
Angela, let's hear from you, your thoughts about this.
So here's
all right now. Like I said, man, usually they don't have panel shows like this with other races on there, and this white woman is not afraid, naked and not ashamed. Here we go.
my thoughts about this. I think the reason we're seeing more and more of these incidents is because people have cell phones, people have social medias. I don't think it's necessarily something that's new. I think it's been a problem. It's gotten more and more aggressive. And this is about individual behavior. This is about people who do not take responsibility for the way they act, look, behave. I can remember being a teacher in an inner city school, and I'd have one or two mothers 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes every day, coming in 30 minutes late with their bonnets and their pajamas and their footies, bringing their kid in, stopping my class 30 minutes late every day, and then getting copping attitude with me when I would say, you need to bring your child on time. We have a situation where in the Black community, unfortunately, there is a lack of father and parental father.
Now you guys understand why I'm here. You see that? Every time we perpetuated this narrative as a Black community. No fathers in the household. How do you justify 70 years ago we were more married up until like the late 80s? In the 1950s, more than 60% of Black adults were married, and throughout this decade, Black men were married at higher rates than Black women. At the same time, fewer than 10% of Black children were born outside of marriage. 10%. These figures indicate that the overwhelming majority of Black fathers during this period were married and living with their children. In the 1960s, Black marriage rates remained high, still above 60% overall, with Black men again more likely to be married than Black women. And around the time of the Monahan Report in 1965, non-marital births among Black women were approximately 20 to 25%. Even then, the majority of Black children were born into married households, and the majority of Black fathers were residential.
About a quarter of Negro families are headed by women. About a quarter of Negro.
Okay, yeah. So I actually just learned this recently. Apparently, I think they said like 60% of Black men live with their children. I actually didn't know that. So I guess it is a myth, the whole thing, like, oh, ain't no dads nowhere in any of the households. Now, what the quality of these men, that's a different different question. But at least they living with their kids. But look, let's be real. Because there not being any men in the house really isn't the problem. Because even the men who are in the house, they don't got their bitch in check. And that woman run the relationship and she do what the she want to do. And the Black men in the Black community ain't putting no structure and guidelines and discipline on a bitch. And holding her to a certain standard and saying, you got to act this way, you got to conduct yourself this way, make sure them kids on time. You know, you don't have any Black men laying down any law with the Black women in the Black community. It's not even that they're not there. I mean, obviously there's a percentage that aren't there, but the ones who are there are punk bitches. And the woman run that household. Most Black women run their households, whether there's a man in it or not.
Negro families are headed by women. The divorce rate is 2.5 times what it is, and all the number of fatherless children keeps growing, and all these things getting worse, not better, over recent years. It's not a matter of a bad situation that doesn't improve, but rather a bad situation that worsens. Got to get that clear. It's getting worse. How'd you learn how to behave? From your father and your mother and your older sisters, maybe, and the people around you. Well, supposing there is no father, or if he is a father, he doesn't work, where there is no education, where there's no sense of getting ahead, where children are just brought up without any of that support which a family gives it, then what do you end up with? You end up a cycle reproducing itself.
In the 1970s, Black marriage rates began to decline toward low to mid 50% range, while Black men continued to be married at higher rates than Black women. Non-marital birth rates rose into the mid 30% range. But it is also important to note that early federal estimates during this period were reported by race of child rather than race of mother, which slightly affects comparability but does not change the overall direction of the trend. By 1980, Black marriage rates fell below 50% for the first time, with Black men still more likely to be married than Black women. Non-marital birth rates increased to approximately 55 to 56%. And from this point forward, reporting consistently used race of mother, improving accuracy and consistency across the years. Now, throughout the 1990s, marriage rates declined further into the low 40% range, while non-marital birth rates rose to approximately 66%. By 2000, non-marital births among Black women reached. And Black women, I want you to understand something. That's why I'm here, to protect the Black male ethnic image. You guys need to do the same.
Strong figures in the home. And so you're seeing a lot of behavior because of that outcrop of that. And instead of like blaming whitey or blaming slavery or whatever the things that are going to be blamed on this panel, I'm 100% sure, instead of blaming Whitey, why not take a look at the behavior that's going on with some members of the Black community and have a come to Jesus with them about it?
Angela, she comes in and she actually brings the conversation back to behavior. She's talking about accountability, parenting, conduct. So she's right in that category. But, white woman, here's where it all goes wrong. When you mix a valid point with disrespect towards Black women, especially in their parenting, Black, stop listening to your ass. And stop listening to your ass.
Nigga, stop it, man. Medium man, stop it. They're not gonna listen to anybody regardless of the tone or this or that. Stop it. Stop acting like that was the one reason why they not gonna listen and pay attention and take heed. Come on, medium man. That's why I can't be a medium man. I gotta call it down the middle. See, calling it down the middle sometimes means being biased because reality may be biased. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if I can't say it's 50-50. I'm calling it down the middle. It's just as much these people as that people. No, we just gonna call it what it is. Medium man. So you saying if you come at Black women the right way, they'll take heed and take correction and fix the problems that you brought up. If you just say it the right way. I think we have enough decades of evidence to know that's not true.
A valid point with disrespect towards Black women, especially in their parenting, Black women will stop listening to your ass. And they
Let me ask you this. Yeah. How did she disrespect Black motherhood by saying I had 2 Black women come in with bonnets and they was late? How does that disrespect all Black motherhood? Intelligent than this, aren't you?
A valid point with disrespect towards Black women, especially in their parenting, Black women will stop listening to your ass. And they only hear disrespect. I promise you. I've been Black all my life. I know how my ladies move. Turn a valid point into some sort of disrespect. You see how the Black women was looking? They weren't even looking at her. One was shifting, looking down. The other one was looking the other way because all they heard is disrespect.
That's all they gonna hear anyway. If you could say it, you could be like, "Excuse me, ma'am, could you please not do X, Y, and Z?" Or "Don't disrespect me. Watch how you talking to me." They hear everything as disrespect. Anything other than kissing their ass is disrespect in their eyes. Come on, don't act like you don't know this, medium man. Come on, man. And you know this, man. Come on. Like, oh goodness. This is frustrating. This is what I want to say. And this kind of went for Kevin Samuels too. See, the medium man and Kevin Samuels types, they're still trying to save Black women. I feel sorry for dudes like this. You're not saving Black women. All you could do is try to build with the ones who don't need saving and pedestalize them and try to change what's glorified in the community. There is no saving these lost causes. All you could do is try to amplify. All you could do is try to amplify and pedestalize the ones who are good. This is a fool's errand, medium man, and it was a fool's errand for Kevin Samuels. Can't get through to these people. They've been fully cooked for a long time. Actually, I'll say this. Most people are fully cooked at 25. Most people don't do 180s after 25. Or if we really want to push it, we could say 30. Let's just say 30. Most people don't do 180s after 30. And if we're talking about in the Black community, or even not even just the Black community, certain extreme demographics, even like the harsh, hardcore redneck culture, man, them people be fully cooked at 15, 16 years old. Ain't no becoming a different person. The core of who you are It's probably set by 15, regardless of where you come from. The core of who you are is probably already set. But damn sure about 30. These women is 40 plus.
One was shifting, looking down. The other one was looking the other way because all they heard is disrespect. So now, instead of the conversation being about accountability, it turns into you're attacking black women. I know this, okay? And once that happens, the conversation is done. You are the enemy now. Y'all think I know myself. I love black women, but I know.
Let's talk about this. I love black women. What does that even mean? Like seriously, let's take it slow. What is people who say stuff like that are full of shit. Let's break that down for a second. Anybody who says anything like that is full of shit. I love white men. I love white women. I love Hispanic men. I love Asian women. How the hell do you love that big of a demographic? That's a really big generalization. I love humans. No, you don't love humans. You don't love all humans, sir. You don't love all black women. You don't love most black women. You're lying. It's like a buffer when you want to criticize black women. I love black women, but no, you don't. That's stupid to say. Anybody who says I love black women, I love black men. No, you don't love black men. Think about that. I don't even. I'm frustrated. Let's just get back into it.
And once that happens, the conversation is done. You are the enemy now. Y'all think I know myself. I love black women, but I know.
Okay, your thoughts about this?
Well, I've been a teacher at both inner city and suburban schools. And in the inner city, we were never scared of school shootings, right? So when we're talking about different groups being vilified, if we're
Let's go back. Let's go back. Now, Medium Man, stop. Medium Man just put his black fist up because she said something about school shootings. Look, that's the comeback we try to use, but the percentage of dysfunctional black people, black kids in school, the percentage of black kids in school who not reading at their grade level is no comparison to the percentage of white school shooters. It's a stupid argument. It's a stupid comeback. And even if there was just as many white school shooters, that's deflecting from the issue we're talking about. You didn't just drop the mic. Medium Man, you really are a simp, bro. He putting up the black power fist because she said that. Like that was just some powerful moment or something. Let's see that again. Watch his fist go up when she said that doofy shit.
city and suburban schools. And in the inner city, we were never scared of school shootings, right? So when we're
Yeah, because they were shooting each other after school at large numbers. Okay, which has the highest numbers? Black kids shooting each other after school or white kids shooting kids in school? It's such a stupid point to make. With all the with all the violent crime going on amongst young black people, and you're gonna talk about we ain't have to worry about school shootings. When it's when it's hundreds and hundreds of shootings going on around the city, done by 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids who are still in high school, committing genocide in their own community, and you think that's comparable to how many white school shootings there are? Stop it, man. Like, oh my gosh.
Thoughts about this?
Well, I've been a teacher at both inner city and suburban schools. In the inner city, we were never scared of school shootings, right? So when we're talking about different groups being vilified, if we're looking at the history of America, it's your people.
Hey,
it's your people.
Hey, I agree with this beautiful black sister, but you are moving the goalposts, man. You are moving the goalposts. I agree with you. I'm glad that we have more black people saying that. Like, hey, we more worried about y'all asses shooting up schools. You guys have been the face of danger for a while. In a Larry Nassar, former USA gymnastics doctor, sentenced to effectively life in prison.
These arguments are not like, okay. It is no comparison. I'm not taking up for Whitey. First off, there's more white people in America than black people. Black people are only 13% of the population. There is no comparison. The senseless violent crimes going on in black communities, you can't compare general white crime with that. You just can't. These arguments are stupid. See, okay, you pulling up some white pedo. How is that a good comparison to the crime going on in black communities? By you naming a bunch of random serial killers and pedos. Like, oh my gosh, man. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on. Was it per capita or per? Okay. Do black people commit more crime per capita than white people? Are there a higher percentage of black criminals than white criminals? It look this it don't even matter. I mean, it doesn't even matter because this kind of pisses me off when we have these race conversations. Talking about how bad white people may be doesn't address the issues going on with black people. It's not a who's worse conversation. It's about how can we fix the issues going on with black people. I'm tired of Whitey coming up in conversations about black problems. Blaming Whitey for everything has never, we've been blaming Whitey for decades. We're not any better off just talking about how bad Whitey is. How about we fix it despite how bad Whitey is? Like the whole who's worse, how's that helping anything? And whatever.
For sexually abusing hundreds of young athletes. Jerry Sandusky, former Penn State assistant coach, convicted in 2012 of serial child abuse spanning over a decade. Jeffrey Epstein, financier and convicted.
Okay, but what's the point? Okay, media man. Okay, what's the point? Okay, fine. Okay, but what? How does this make us look better based on what we doing? This is stupid. I gotta skip this dumb shit because this proves nothing. Him showing, bro, you just showing 10 serial killers and rapists just proved nothing. That was pointless. That was completely pointless.
And reigniting the gun reform debate.
However, we're not talking about the white community right now. We're talking about black folks, in particular, black women. So that's what you call moving the goalposts. You see that? Let's continue.
In regards to the way
black
black
on black
women are
crime isn't a
viewed,
thing.
I'm going to continue speaking, but I'm going to make sure that you're not intimidated right now, are you? I want to make sure you're comfortable because
I told you, I know my ladies. They don't like her now.
You know, I'm gonna say this. I don't respect black men who love black women. I'm gonna make a controversial statement like that because because see, like I said, it's too general. Which black women do you love? Now, if he would have said, I love good black women, I'd be like, I can stand behind that. But just making the general statement that you love black women when it seems like 70% of black women are on some complete BS and don't respect black men at all and are completely disrespectful and deplorable in society, but you love black women, you love that. I don't respect somebody who love that. So you got to be more specific. When black men say I love black women, you got to be more specific than that, brother. Because are you saying you love the deplorable ones too? Because at that point, you don't deserve respect for loving deplorable people. Unless you want to be on some Christ type stuff, like I love humanity and I give them grace. And, you know, if you want to just like be on some Christly stuff, then I can respect it on that level. But on some pro-black shit, I love my sisters just because they brown and I'm down with my people, even though they terrible. I can't respect that.
continue speaking, but I'm going to make sure that you're not intimidated right now, are you? I want to make sure you're comfortable because
I told you, I know my ladies. They don't like her now. Before the conversation started, hey, everything was cool. But since you came for black women and their parenting skills, hey, they don't hear nothing you saying, white woman.
as a black woman, that's what we have to do in order to have a platform, right? In order to be able to speak uninterrupted, you have to make sure that you make somebody else feel comfortable. So outside of what we're seeing on social media, we know that 600,000 black women have been laid off, have been pushed out of the workforce, when we continue to be the most educated group of people in this country.
Even Media Man disproves this one almost every episode. Like, you're the most enrolled, but they're gonna keep rolling with the lie because it's all they got. It's all they got. They gotta roll with a lie. They can't roll with the truth.
You see? That narrative is still going. And then I get flack for correcting black women to let them know that, hey, what's wrong with third place? You guys actually rank third in your respective gender group. Black men rank third in their respective gender group. So it's not true if you keep saying that black women are the most educated group in America. It's false, okay? So, and I think black women should take more pride in understanding that if 30% of black women have a bachelor's degree or higher over the age of 25, and you guys only represent about 7.5% of the population, that's actually a great number. Fair? And I really wish that black women would gravitate towards that.
I don't care. I don't care about men's degrees. I'm not being sexist. I don't give a shit about a man's degree. Degrees don't make you intelligent. I'm not impressed. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not impressed. I mean, good for you. Well, let me put it like this. When you're a bad person, I'm not really impressed with anything outside of that, no matter how incredible you are. And if you're a good person, then I can be impressed with other aspects of who you are. Like, damn, they're a good person. They got a college degree. You know, it can start piling up. But once you're a bad person, I don't give a shit about nothing else about you.
Population, that's actually a great number. Fair? And I really wish that black women would gravitate towards that. You guys are doing well. You're third. But you don't have to inflate the numbers, you know, to make it seem like you guys are more educated than every other group. But they get that from popular social media sites that keep perpetuating this lie. And it makes black women look, especially talking about education, it makes black women look rather ignorant when they repeat this. Because every time somebody's in the comments to correct them, but they don't listen. Not all black women, just the ones that keep hanging on this statistic. Is not true.
And if we're looking at this panel, that's also evident.
All right, Carmen, let's hear from you.
Guys, that was a little shit.
Look at the one with the leopard print onesie being a 6-year-old. Oh, snap. You got her with that one. Oh, suck it now. You got her ass. This is just sad. They really think they're coming across like classless deplorables. They're proving the stereotypes right live on the panel. Yeah, petty and childish. Medium man, he loving it. Are these the black women you love, medium man? And yeah, and people wonder why nobody takes us seriously. Oh, I did want to go over that. Let's see if I can find it. What the heck is her name? I can't remember her name. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, but I want to go over something else real quick. Hold on, let's go over this real quick. Let's do it. Now, y'all already know what this is. Y'all probably already seen it. It's somewhat viral. I'm sure some of y'all have seen this video already. Oh God. Let's do it.
Hi there. I'm Corporal Morgan with the Hearst Police Department. Reason why you're getting stopped, you were just driving through a school zone going 40. It's a 25 through there. Do you have...
Okay, now let's stop it already. So let me just give some advice. Look, well, no, I ain't even gonna get into that. Let's just take it step by step. Let's take it step by step. Look, when you get pulled over by the police and they say, oh, I caught you doing 40 and a 25, you got to just be like, damn, they got me. I probably was doing 40 and a 25. You're not going to argue it away. You're not going to fight it. Just accept it. They got me. At this moment in the stop, this is my advice to my people. Or not even just my people, just anybody. Look, they got you. Take your ticket. You should make it up in your mind right now that, dang, they got me. You could be annoyed, but just make it up in your mind right this second. Look, I ain't about to argue and fight with this man, this white man on the side of the road. Look, okay, sir, you want my registration license? I'm ready for my ticket. Well, don't say that, but just go along with the process. Accept that you're getting a ticket, and then move on with your night or day. So yeah, you can go about your business. Accept that even at this moment. At the beginning of it, just be like, damn, they got it. But let's continue. Well, no, let me break it down some more because yeah. I've been racially profiled. I've been pulled over for driving while black. I was annoyed and all that. See, if you're a black person and you get pulled over by the police, let go of the race stuff immediately. Just accept it. Yeah, he probably pulled me over because I'm black. Yeah, it's racism, but I ain't bringing that up, and I'm not gonna let those thoughts emotionally manipulate me into acting an ass on the side of this road. If you black and you get pulled over by the cop, just yes, assume it's racism, assume it's driving while black, and nothing you're gonna say is gonna fight the power on that. Just accept it immediately. Yes, they're picking on you because you're black. Just accept it and move on. And don't try to fight the power. Don't try to be a social justice warrior. Just take your ticket and go. Matter of fact, let me tell you this real quick, because I was talking to one of my people, and I was like, at this point, after seeing all these videos, I could get pulled over by a white cop, and he could just be like, "Get out, nigger. You're going to jail for being a nigger." And I would just get out and put my hands behind my back. Cause you can't beat the police on the side of the road. I'll be like, okay, my hands are up. Look, take me to jail, sir. I'll file the lawsuit later. You're not beating the police on the side of the road no matter what. Like I said, even if he comes up to the car and say, I don't like niggers, so get out of your car or you're going to jail, nigger. I'd be like, all right, hands up, don't shoot. I'm complying, officer. Flat out. But let's continue.
It's a 25 through there. Do you have your driver's license proof of insurance with you today? Where y'all heading to this afternoon?
Home.
Coming from?
Why?
Just a question.
None of your business.
Okay, now let's okay. Now let's mad at her for having an attitude. Because I'm thinking about one time I got pulled over by the police. Now this was definitely racially profiling. So I was annoyed. I'm not gonna lie. And I probably came off a little annoyed. I wasn't being like blatantly rude. I wasn't like, this or that. So I'm sure I got a little attitude. Or I had a little attitude. Are we buffering? Are we buffering? Oh, let me put the Rumble link in the chat again. Let me put the Rumble link in the chat. Cause we buffering. What up, Persian? Persian, salute. Persian, salute. Persian, salute. If you don't like the buffering, please go over to Rumble. I'm dropping the link right now. So if we get cut off, I'm still gonna be going on Rumble. All right, but let's break it down. Matter of fact, let's see it one more time. One more time.
Afternoon.
Home.
Coming from?
Why?
Just a
That's
question.
none of your business.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now let's take it slow. Giving the officer attitude is never gonna work in your favor. You're not proving anything. You're not asserting your dominance. You're not proving anything. You're not helping your case. You're hurting your case. Because sometimes these motherfuckers will give you a warning. You're not doing anything positive for yourself by giving attitude. Okay? But we're gonna take it slow. Black women feel like can't nobody tell them shit. Now that's gonna be a huge factor in this video. I don't want to spend all day on this, but whatever happens, happens. Look, black women feel like nobody can tell them shit. God can't tell them shit, bro. They always talking about God and Jesus, but if God and Jesus literally came down, they wouldn't be able to tell them nothing. I promise you. Nigga, where was you at when my mama died? Fuck you, nigga. You can't tell me what to do. That's what they would tell God. So she damn sure ain't trying to take no orders from some human if she would tell God that. Okay, but I want to address this too. You don't have to answer questions. Now, don't be rude about it, but you could just say, sir, I'm fully compliant or not or maybe that is the word. I'm totally willing to comply with your orders and requests, but far as extra questions, I plead the fifth on all the extra questions. I will give you what information you need, but I'm not answering any questions, respectfully, sir. But I will comply with your orders and, comply with your requests, but I will not be answering any questions without my lawyer present. Because they're not asking you. I want to educate you guys. And I learned this recently, but they're not asking you these questions just for small talk. They're trying to get you caught up in a lie or, well, wait, you said you turned left there, but you really turned right. They're trying to get you caught up. The best policy is not to talk to police. You want my license and registration? Here you go. I don't need I'm not answering anything else. Have you had a drink? Where you coming from? You don't got to say none of your business because that's coming off rude and combative, and that's not going to help your case. Just say, "Oh, I don't answer any questions respectfully, sir, but here's my license and registrations, and you know, God bless you." That's all. So she's not wrong for not answering. Let's just I wouldn't advise her to answer if I was her lawyer, or I'm not a lawyer, but just as a human. I wouldn't advise her to answer, but I also wouldn't advise her to give this much attitude. But let's get back into it.
Just a question.
None of your business.
I'm sorry?
It's none of your business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is.
Okay. Do you have your insurance?
I'm showing you that.
I also want to point this out real quick. The cop isn't being too much of an asshole. I mean, he looks like an asshole. He fucking definitely looks like a smug, condescending white prick. But I'm gonna call it down the middle. He's not being like an asshole at all. She's clearly the asshole so far in this video. He's just doing his job. She was doing 40 and a 25. This man's doing his job. Okay, two reasons why she's super pissed. She feel like it's racial, and who knows, maybe it is, but it's irrelevant. And also, women just can't take accountability, and they don't want to be called out for any wrongdoing ever. So she's pissed because she's black, and she's pissed because she's a woman, and she's and she feel like that's why she's getting picked on. Black people don't want. Well, let me not say that. She's mad for the racial element, and she's mad because she's a woman, and women don't like accountability. And she's just mad. She's mad on three fronts, and she's just mad as a human being pulled over. Because even if you was a white man, he would be annoyed. Like, damn, I'm getting pulled over. Nobody likes getting pulled over and getting a ticket and having your day interrupted. So she's mad on three fronts, but only one is justified. And this is why in life you should always try to mentally respond and never emotionally react. Because emotionally reacting is almost always going to give you the worst outcome in situations. This motherfucker look like a movie character. Okay, let's get back into it.
Any reason for the hurry this afternoon?
I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't even see a school
Oh,
zone.
there's a flashing signal as you were driving through, directly on the side of the roadway.
No, that's annoying. Like, bro, just shut up and let her. I mean, like, look, I'm not the biggest fan of cops. I'm not gonna lie, not the biggest fan. Um, any reason for the hurry? Look, clearly she doesn't want to answer questions. She ain't feeling you right now, so that's a little. It's a little antagonizing. Clearly, she ain't fucking with you and trying to answer no extra questions. So I'll give him a couple of dick points for that one.
Can I see your phone? That's good till March. Let me go check on your license. I'll be right back with you. I'll just stay in the car for me.
But yeah, I mean, look, we can all say this isn't the worst. As far as the cop side, this isn't the worst cop you can have. This is far from the worst police officer you could be getting pulled over by, especially with all the fucking attitude. Because let's be real, cops can do whatever I don't want to say they can do whatever they want, but essentially, in this situation, okay, let me point this out. Her 15-year-old son is in the passenger seat, and that's a whole nother element to all of this. It's really the worst aspect of all of this. Okay. Now I've seen the whole video. Now, am I gonna say this woman is a piece of shit? I mean, she's no more of a piece of shit than the average black woman. I don't hate her or nothing, but I'm just I guess it just depends on what your standard is for deeming somebody a piece of shit. She got a piece of shit attitude. See, it's like Kevin Samuels always said, and this is one of the one things that this is the one thing that Kevin Samuels said that really stuck with me that I never heard before. He says the world doesn't owe you understanding of anything you went through or trauma or if you had a bad day. If you show up in the world as a piece of shit, nobody has to care about what happened when you stubbed your toe this morning or if you got molested by your dad when you was a kid. That's nobody's problem. Nobody has to put up with your shit. So, what was I about to say? So yeah, her 15-year-old son's in the car, and I feel bad for him because most of us black men grew up with moms like this. These ridiculous, fucking unreasonable fucking people with funky attitudes that essentially she's putting her son's life in danger. She's not even considering that aspect of it if this shit go left. And she's not being a good example of how he should conduct himself as a young black man getting pulled over when he can get smoked. So is she a shitty human? Yeah, I'm gonna say she is based on the information I have. But then again, I think most people on the planet are kind of shitty. But she's exceptionally shitty based on the evidence I have. What else was I about to say? Um, I forgot. Let's get back into it.
Okay, Tanisha, you'll be receiving a citation today for the speed. I just need to get a signature from you. This is not an admission of guilt.
I'm not.
It's a promise.
All right, I'm not signing that. Here we go. Here the fuck we go. Here the fuck we go, man. Oh my goodness.
That's a big bitch.
Nasty bitch.
She went so deep, she went past hell.
Wow. I guess that's
She went past Satan and said, like, where are you going? You're home now.
Oh my God.
Funky dog-headed bitch. How dare you talk, motherfucker? Back off, bitch, before...
I mean, damn, sis, why does somebody have to tell you not to be a bitch? Why is that your go-to?
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
Okay, so let's talk about it. In many states, if you don't sign the ticket, you just go to jail. Now that's not the case in this state, which I think it was Houston or Florida or I don't know, Texas or Florida. I think it's Texas. You actually don't have to sign a ticket in Texas. I believe this is Texas. You don't go to jail for not signing a ticket. But she's not aware of any of that about what happens when you don't sign a ticket. All right? So she's on her bullheaded stubborn shit. She's not considering her son at all. Look, let's be real. Black American women are the worst fucking mothers arguably on the planet. Let's not play that fucking game. Let's not play that game. A lot of black women don't give a fuck about their kids. Let's just be frank. Or I ain't gonna say don't give a fuck about them at all, but they still give a fuck about themselves more than they give a fuck about their kids. And they give a fuck about standing on business as a G than they care about their kids. Now she thinks she's standing on business as a gangster by saying I'm not gonna sign it. She thinks she fucking up the cop day by not signing it. I'm gonna show him I ain't gonna sign this shit. Yeah, man, that ain't doing nothing to nobody. But whatever. Let's get back into it.
Get a signature from you. This is not an admission of guilt.
I'm not.
It's a promise. You're not going to sign it? That's fine. I'll just put refuse. I need to get the VIN number on the car real quick. I'll enter that. I'll print you your copy and send you on your way.
Now that's a very important moment. He gave her what to expect within the next couple of minutes. I'm gonna get the VIN number, I'm gonna print your copy of the ticket, and you can be on your way. That's the very important key part. You can be on your way after I give you your ticket. And just keep that part in mind. And also keep in mind her 15-year-old son is sitting next to her, blurred out in the window right there. He's in a BMW. So she's either one of these black boss babes who actually is making good money, or she got some drug dealing boyfriend. One of the two. But I ain't gonna put the drug dealing. Well, let me not say that quite yet. She got a tattoo of a fucking gun on her back. Spoiler alert. So I'm gonna go with the drug dealer boyfriend option of how she got the BMW. Now, look, no, hey, don't get me wrong. 30% of black women got bachelor degrees. So I'm not saying it's impossible for her to be part of the third that got a good job from having a college degree. But the gun, the pistol on her back, I'm going with the drug dealer boyfriend, how she was able to afford the BMW.
Where's your registration sticker on the car?
I just bought this car, so I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
Any more questions?
I'm just asking.
Okay.
Like she thinks she's punking them. See, black women love to try to punk men, especially black men, but they'll pull it on white men sometime. In this case, well, they'll anybody who's gonna try to assert any type of authority or anything. But black women love to try to punk men. Women love to try to punk men. It's in their nature. It's in a woman's nature to try to punk men. But they some try to do it subtle, some blatant. But most of the women I know of all races, I see them trying to punk men. And like I said, sometimes subtle, sometimes blatant ways. She feel like she want to try to bitch him, but it's not, man. He got the badge and the gun, and backup is one call away. We gonna get there. You ain't running shit. You ain't tough. You ain't a G. And it's like, I mean, speaking of that, man, just even men, when men start thinking they so tough and gangster, it's like, bro, you one bullet away from being in the fucking dirt. So I don't understand why men put so much emphasis. I'm tough. I'm a badass. It don't matter because the biggest pussy in the world could put a bullet in your head. So what was all the tough guy shit worth then when the softest motherfucker on the planet took you out? So I don't understand men's hype of this. I'm tough and I'm badass. Man, ain't nobody fucking tough. When we look at it from that perspective, that the biggest pussy in the world could put you to sleep forever. Tough don't really mean nothing in that case, does it? Anyway, let's continue.
More questions?
I'm just asking.
Okay. I
Do you have your bill of sale with the car then?
told you. No, I don't.
Okay, you should probably carry that with you if you're not going to display your registration sticker.
Well, I wasn't told that, so you might need to get updated on the laws.
Look, because let me point this out too. Oh, because this is what I was gonna say when I stopped it a few stops ago. The cops can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want to do when they got you pulled over to the side of the road. Like, I mean, let me look. He got the badge and the gun. Now, the son's 15. He's sitting next to her. Look, I'm trying to see how I want to say this. If a cop pulled you and your mom over on the side of the road and tried to grape your mother at gunpoint, oh wow, that took a extreme left. But and you're the 15-year-old son on the passenger side. Because I've heard people say this in the comments of this video on social media, like I would have died about my mama. Because we're gonna get to the juicy part, but I mean, that's kind of dumb. But let's go back to the scenario I just said. The cop pull you over and he tries to grape your mom at gunpoint. You got a decision to make. Are you gonna die about it or not? That's a rough situation. You could try to run towards him while he got the gun pointed at you, but you're probably gonna get shot. See, I see, because I know it's some guy. No, you just gotta kill me. That sounds tough, and I get it. It's your mom. I get it. Uh, but let's just have an honest conversation here. If this was my, if this was my wife and my son, and the cop pulled him over and tried to grape his mom at gunpoint in front of him. Oh, I want to kill that motherfucker. But okay, let's just go through the scenario. What would I want my son to do? I would want him to do nothing. I mean, if he ain't had a pistol on him, I mean, if he had the pistol on him and he got the drop on him, yeah, shoot that motherfucker. I mean, that sounds extreme, but I'm just saying, like, you're defending your mother, and this is clearly, if he's trying to grape your mother at gunpoint, he's definitely a criminal. It's just a sticky situation, man. But the ultimate point I'm trying to make. But if he didn't have the blicky on him, I would want him to just let it happen, and we'll have to handle it afterwards to get justice for mama. Um, but the ultimate point that I'm trying to make is this cop got you pulled over on the side of the road. He could pretty much do what he want when it comes to taking your ass to jail. Let's just leave it at that. So she's still giving all this attitude. Technically, if he wanted to, he probably could have um just say, get out you're under arrest. You're they could just make up shit. They could say you're interrupting my investigation. You're what do they call it? You're you're interfering with my investigation and just take her to jail. He could do that technically at this point. That's the point I'm making. They could just make up some bullshit. I smell marijuana. Get out the car. You're going to jail. I mean, they could just make up shit. And she's acting like she don't know that. She's acting like he can't just take her to jail for whatever reason, just because she's giving him a hard time. The ultimate point that I'm trying to make is it doesn't matter how wrong the cop is on the side of the road. He's in control of this situation. It goes back to what I said. We about to press play again, but it goes back to what I said about. Yeah, I understand. Steven, he says, I think that would be too traumatizing to process and just let happen. Well, yeah, see, this is what I'll say about the whole cop pulling you and your mother over on the side of the road and trying to grape her at gunpoint, which is crazy that I even thought of that, but I'm just trying to make a bigger point. You don't know what you would do in that situation. That's another point I wanted to make about something like that. I mean, a lot of guys, oh no, he had to kill me. He had to kill me. I mean, yeah, that sounds tough. No, it does. And I'm not knocking you for saying that. I totally understand where you're coming from, and I would feel the same way. I mean, like, yeah, the motherfucker had to kill me. But in the moment, you don't know what you'll do. Some people would just snap and run towards the dude, even if he do got him at gunpoint, and just try to just run towards him anyway. Like, fuck it, you just gotta shoot me. Some people would react like that. They would just black out. They wouldn't think about, oh, he's about to shoot me. They would just, they would just run towards him. So, okay, let me just make this point. Let me make this point. This is an important point. Regardless of what anybody would do in that situation, I wouldn't judge either way. If somebody, okay, I'm gonna raise the stakes. I'm gonna raise the stakes. Let's say the husband and the son is in there, and the cop try to grape your wife at gunpoint in front of your son. Oh fuck! Like, let's raise the stakes. I know a lot of men like first instinct. No, nigga just gotta kill me. You ain't raping my wife in front of my son. You just gotta shoot me, bro. Because I'm not gonna be able to live with myself with them knowing I just sat there and didn't try to do nothing. I totally get it. I totally get it. But okay, me not being in that situation, and if it was, let's just say it was my uncle and aunt and my cousin in the car, and I'm looking at it from the outside in, what would I wouldn't want my uncle to die. I wouldn't want my cousin to die. So what would I advise them? That's rough. Okay, I don't want to go down that aisle. But my point is that I want to make is I wouldn't judge. I mean, women are gonna judge. The son would judge. The wife that got raped would judge. But I don't judge people when it comes to stuff like that. My point is, you never know what the fuck you're gonna do in those type of situations. Of course, everybody from the outside would be like, "John, why didn't you do anything?" Like, but it's easy to say that from the outside looking in to judge somebody and say, "Why didn't you? You should have just died right there, nigga. You should have just died, you bitch ass nigga. You should have just fucking died right there, not and just how the fuck you let that happen?" I mean, I get where people will be coming from who say that, but my point is, you just never know what the fuck you gonna do. Some motherfuckers freeze up. You just don't know what you're gonna do till you in that situation. But the ultimate point is this: this cop could do whatever the fuck he want on the side of this road, and his gang is gonna back him up. You should look at it like that. Even if he unjustly just guns me down right here in front of my son, you should look at it like his people gonna erase the footage. That should be your mentality. So let me act right, because this motherfucker pretty much got a license to kill and do whatever he want, and he got a whole gang of motherfuckers that's gonna back him up and try to get him off. So my main priority right now should be me and my son driving the fuck off of this, out of this situation. And you should be more on that type of time if you think this is some racist, evil white man. To me, if it's some racist, if in my mind, I got this racist ass cracker pulling me over, he probably really want to shoot me. I'm about to do everything in my power. Okay, yes, sir. I'm cooperative. What so I can get the fuck out of here and get away from this evil racist white man. Right? Not antagonize him. All right, let's just get back into it. Wait, before I press play, okay, I'm about to press play, but look, I'm gonna say this one more time. Everybody listening, my black people listening. If you get pulled over by the cops and the cop walk up and say, "Get out the car, nigga, you're going to jail because I don't like niggers." Just say, "Okay, sir, my hands are up, don't shoot, I'm getting out now." Don't say you can't say that. Don't say that's racist. Don't say I'm gonna have your job. Just get out and go to jail and deal with it later.
All right, give me just a second. All right, here's your copy of the citation. As far as the bills, you don't want to take it? Well, it's
Oh my.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go!
Funky dog head, bitch. How dare you talk, motherfucker? Back off, bitch. Before
I mean, damn, sis, why does somebody have to tell you not to be a bitch? Why is that your go-to?
Why does that not surprise me?
Huh?
She's a waste of fucking space, dude. She might be good to come down her throat, something like that, and after that, she's fucking in the dating market, she's done.
I think the bitch got a lot of fucking density.
Well, thanks for tuning into today's episode.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever.
Okay. So now she's refusing to take the ticket. Now, So she really believes in her silly ass mind that he's just gonna let her not take the ticket either, and she's just about to drive off. This I could maybe see how she thought maybe getting away with not signing it, but now you think you can get away with not taking it too? And you already been giving him so much attitude. How much was this man supposed to take at this point? Well, let's keep going.
Where's the bills? You don't want to take it? Well, it's going to take it because it's your citation. That's your citation.
Okay, now let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. He threw it in the car. Was that the most professional thing to do? No. I don't think it's not going to cost him his job or anything. It's not going to get him suspended because he dropped it in her car. Was it? Do I blame him? I mean, I don't really. Like I said, I think he was being cool. I mean, I don't like the cops, but he was being a fair cop throughout this whole interaction with her being a huge bitch. So I mean, at what point do you just get fed up? Like, I'm tired of this bitch. Here, I'm dropping it in your car. Look, this your ticket. Take it. And now she's about to throw it back out the window. And now that's littering, which is, I'm guessing, is an arrestable offense. But I'm not even tripping off that, because a lot of people in the comment sections was talking about, well, he shouldn't have threw it in the car. And I want to point this out. On social media, that's what all the black women were talking about, of course. They're going to ignore all the disrespect and things that the black woman did wrong this whole interaction up to this point. They're going to completely ignore that because black women refuses. Black dropped that was the most egregious thing in this video up to this point, is that the cop dropped the receipt in the car. They completely ignored everything leading up to this, as I would have expected them to. You're literally gonna litter, not only litter, you're gonna litter your own ticket that you're refusing to take in front of a cop. It don't get more fucking stupid than that. You stupid fucking bitch. You're just going out of your way to go to jail now. You just going out of your way to go to jail in front of your son now. I can't, no, let me not say hate. I don't hate these people. I don't preach hate on this channel. I'm against all type of hate. I don't care how bad a person is. I'm against hating Hitler. But what the fuck is wrong with you? I can't stand these bitches, man. Look, they always use it as an insult. You don't like women. No, I don't like most women, and I'm not ashamed of it because they're not likable people. I'm not a bad person for not liking somebody who's not likable. In my opinion, most women aren't likable people to be around, and I could dive into why, but I'm not gonna go there. But especially black women, I judge people by the content of their character, and based on that, I don't fuck with most black women, and I'm justified. Well, and let me tell you why I'm still right with God by holding that belief. I'm still respectful to black women, even though I don't like them and I don't respect them as people. I'm still respectful to them. So that's why I'm still in God. That's why I'm still in God's favor. Like, oh my gosh, man! You threw a ticket out in front of bro. What? Oh my gosh, man! I gotta find this meme, man. We're gonna get back into it, but this shit is crazy, bro. This is the cops' attitude.
What more do you want from me?
The cop feeling right now after she threw the ticket out the window.
What more do you want from me?
Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, man. Like, I'm trying to find, hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to find a particular meme. Damn. Hold on, we about to get back into it because I know y'all want to see what happened next because that's the good part. But I just want to play my fucking memes.
That's not enough to be a good human, to be worth.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What makes you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
That's my message to the cop. That's my message to the cop.
Who the hell wants to deal with a woman like that?
Damn, I can't believe I can't find this fucking meme. Oh, here we go. I found this shit. I can't believe it took me that long. But all right, we about to get back into it, but I got to play this.
Most people just don't want to deal with them because, on average, they just are not good, genuine people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work in brothels. They're good to try to take over a bar. They're good when they're handing you food as if like you're.
That's littering. Step out of the car.
No,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now hold on. So she was shocked. See, that was the consequences of her actions. Watch her face when he say, "Oh, okay, that's littering. Get out the car." And she's still gonna fight it. She thinks she's gonna beat the police on the side of the road. I see he got a wedding ring on his finger. He got an interesting story to tell his wife. See, these are the type of situations that encourage racism. These situations right here encourage people to be racist against black people. Now watch, she still thinks she running it. Oh no, I ain't under the arrest. Black women, some of the only people you will hear, like, I ain't under arrest. Or tell a cop I ain't under arrest. And let me say this: once the cop decides you going to jail, motherfucker, you going to jail. Everything before that is debatable, maybe negotiate. But once the cops utter the words "you're under arrest," I've never seen one of these videos. I've seen hundreds of these videos. I've never seen a video where the cops say you under the arrest, and then you say something where you be like, "All right, never mind, you ain't under arrest no more." I've never seen that happen, and I probably never. I never will. But this bitch still thinks she running. I ain't under arrest, nigga. You got me fucked up. You under arrest, nigga. I wouldn't be surprised if she say that. Now, keep in mind, folks, keep in mind, her 15-year-old son is sitting next to her, watching her throw a damn ticket back out at a cop when he a black man and shit like that could get him smoked. What a fucking idiot, man. Everybody shouldn't be able to have kids, man.
That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
Step off my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out.
out.
Look.
69160.
Now. Her son is used to this behavior. He's been around it his whole life. Even the son has more sense, of course. See, 15-year-old boys have more sense than their mamas. Actually, I would take it further than that. 6-year-old black boys have more sense than their mamas in more cases than not in America. I'm gonna say that again. 6-year-old black boys and up should really be raising the black mama. So the 15-year-old son is saying, "Look, mom, chill out. What the fuck you doing? Like, you tripping." Shout out to Stephen. He donated $5. Appreciate it. Everybody shout out Stephen. Everybody following his footsteps. He's leading a great example. So even the son is like, "Mom, chill out. Shit, you might get me smoked. Shit, mom, chill out. I might get killed in the crossfire. Mom, chill out." This is fucked up.
Yes.
Step out.
I'm not.
Step out. Step out.
Don't touch
Step
me.
out.
Don't touch me.
Stepping out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out
out.
of shit.
Now the black son is saying, "Mom, please." He's pleading with his mother, "Mom, please chill out. For my sake and your sake, please chill the fuck out." Like, no, and I'm not trying to be funny. I have young relatives. Like, I have, 2-year-old. I have 2-year-old toddler relatives who got more sense than this. My 2-year-old toddler relative would say, "Well, that wasn't nice that she threw the ticket back out at the police officer." My 2-year-old would say that. My 2-year-old cousin would say that. Well, that wasn't nice. Why she acting like that, cuz? Calm down. My 2-year-old cousin would tell him to calm down and take the ticket and let's just go, auntie. I'm not trying to be funny. This is real shit. Shout out to Stephen. He donated $10. Like, no, seriously, I'm not trying to be funny. I know little kids who have more sense than this.
Don't touch me.
Stepping out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out
out.
of shit. Call
Step
your
out.
motherfucking supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
You're not the supervisor.
Yes, I
Call
am.
your
I am the
supervisor.
corporal.
A
Step out.
supervisor. I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
out of nothing. Get
Step
your
out.
fucking hand off me.
If she'll do this, let's break this down. If she'll do this with somebody essentially with a license to kill her, how do you think she treats her boyfriend? Black women are willing to die to stand on business, so to speak. Can't nobody tell me shit, and I'm willing to die about it. I seen a video the other day. The boyfriend was literally choking the black bitch, and she like, "Well, just kill me then, nigga. I ain't backing down. Just kill me." And they serious. They would rather die than be like, "All right, you got it." She would rather have her son be shot than back down. See, when you escalate with black women, they're gonna try to escalate it further. And let's be clear, she's recording. She got her live stream or whatever on the dashboard. So part of this is performative too. She first off, she loves the attention and chaos. Women love attention and chaos. She's getting attention by live streaming it, and she loves the chaos of this all because she's gonna be able to play victims. It's gonna be a lawsuit. She's gonna make TikToks about it for 6 years. She loves this. So part of this performative shit is she's performing for the audience. Black women don't care about anything more than dick and attention. And feeling like you dominating a man and you stood on business as a G. Those are black women's highest values. Dick, attention, showing off my ass and sexuality, and standing on business as a certified gangster. Those are black women's top values. Real shit. I mean, you can't say I'm lying. Most. You can't say I'm lying. But I want you to keep in mind, part of this is for the show. She don't give a fuck about her kid. Dick and attention. You see the camera propped up? She live streaming all this. So that's it. That's kind of also guiding her actions. The safety of her son isn't guiding her actions. Her getting her likes and views up and doing it for the plot for 6 years of TikToks is guiding some of her actions here. And her hubris and arrogance as well. This is crazy.
Step out.
Get
Step
your
out.
fucking hand off me.
Step
Get your
out.
hand off me. Get your hand off me. I will step out when the supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping
supervisor.
out of nothing.
Ma'am.
Get your hand off me.
Tanisha.
Get your hand
I'm not
off
letting
me.
go.
You littered. You
I
dropped
am
the
not.
ticket, not
I
me.
put the ticket in
No,
the car
you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your
Well, he dropped the ticket in your car and then you dropped it back out of your car. But it's all semantics now.
hands off me.
Take the
You're
ticket and
touching
go.
me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me for.
They always want to say, "Give me the ticket" once it's time to go to jail or they say they pregnant. Okay, I'll take the ticket, or I'm pregnant. Those they two get out of jail free cards. This racist, I'm pregnant, or all right, give me the ticket now. Those they three go-tos. No, baby, it's too late for that, asshole. It's too late for that, you fucking idiot. It's time to go to jail now. Can you imagine this being your mama? Fuck.
Take the ticket and go.
Give me the ticket.
Now, did you hear what the cop said? Now, I don't know if he meant to say that. I don't know if he meant to say that, but the cop just said, take the ticket and go. And this would have been a first. Because as I just said, I've never seen that happen before. He decided she's going to jail. And did he change his mind? He did just say that. He just said, take the ticket and go. She already had 20,000 opportunities to take the ticket and go. Hey, this man is Christ-like. He's still talking about no, fuck him. No, fuck him. Because if it was me, he wouldn't have said, okay, sir, okay, black man, just take the ticket and go. These simp ass motherfuckers. Even racist white men are simps for black women. See the privilege black women get that black men can't never have just because they have pussies. But I don't know if he misspoke or if he really meant she could take the ticket at this point and go. Now, if she was smart, because he just said take the ticket and go, and right after that she said, okay, give me the ticket. If she was smart, but we know she isn't. She would have completely changed her tone once he said take the ticket. She should have been like, okay, you know what, sir? I'm sorry for all this. I apologize for throwing the ticket out the window. Can I please just take the ticket and go? I'm sorry for causing this much trouble. If she was smart, she would have flipped it. But her ego too big for that. She probably could have still got away if she would have just switched the demeanor at that point. Like, I'm so sorry, sir. You know what? You're right. Can I please just take the ticket? But she's trying to still have attitude. We're talking about taking the ticket. Can you imagine living with this and trying to be in a relationship with this and compromise and go through life with this? And I don't want to make this point. This is an extreme example with a crazy B dub, but just women in general. Women aren't sane people. Like, do men realize what they're signing up for when they sign up to marry and raise a family with a woman? Any woman. They're women. Like, they're not reasonable, accountable, mood swings, fucking hormones here and there, 5 different personalities. Why the fuck do men sign up to build lives with these creatures? It's stupid. Women are best in 2-hour increments and as live-out girlfriends at best, as nannies and cooks and live-out girlfriends at best. It's stupid to try to build a life with a woman. They ain't fit for that. They're not mentally and emotionally well enough for that. They're not. Most of them aren't humble enough for that. Never mind.
Drop the
Because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me. You drop the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the ticket
you're
and
touching
go.
Me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly. You're holding me too tight, and you're being out of line.
You are resisting.
Y'all see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry. Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop. Why are you holding my arm?
Now the son is trying to take over. The son's trying to lead here because, like I said, the kid should be raising black women. He's trying to be the responsible adult as a 15-year-old and say, okay, sir, listen, okay, we'll take the ticket, sir, please. And I think if she would have, because remember what I said, if she would have switched her demeanor once she heard take the ticket, she probably could have still left at this point. The fact that she's still trying to fight him, he might have let her go. But the fact that she's still trying to fight and argue is over.
Because I gave you the ticket, then you proceeded to throw it. I put it in your car,
I told you I did
and
not
you
want
proceeded
it.
to throw it out of the car.
You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get
That's
your hand
fine,
off of
but
me.
I've asked you
You're
to step out of the car.
Forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step
Get
out
your
of the
fucking
car.
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
No, what am I stepping out of the car
Is there
for?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said take the
To
ticket.
comply.
You threw the car out of the car.
No, I did not. You did that.
He said
You
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket at me.
I gave it to you so you
threw
could
the
leave,
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it and
Okay,
threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
It's no,
Give me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step
For
out of the
what?
car, littering.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're under arrest.
No, when the
Yes, ma'am.
when you're your colonel gets
No,
here,
we are
then I
beyond
will
that.
step out.
Step
I'm not
out.
getting out of the car.
Step out.
I'm with my child, and I'm not
I
doing
understand
that.
you're with your.
Now you care about being with your child, you stupid fucking bitch. Like, see, and I don't hate her. I'm just frustrated right now. I don't wish any ill on this woman. I'm frustrated. I don't preach hate on this channel. And I'm not calling her a stupid bitch. I'm calling the demon in her a stupid bitch. Damn, this is frustrating. Her son is gonna be traumatized for life seeing this shit. They're horrible people. Like, and I don't think this is why people like this should be controlled. I'm saying that with love, for the sake of humanity, for the sake of human decency. People like this should be controlled. People like this don't deserve freedom. I don't believe in freedom for all for one, one for all, freedom. I don't believe in that. I think you should show that you deserve it and earn it and then get it, but not just because you human, you deserve all these freedoms. Humans are shit balls on average. Humans need to be heavily regulated and controlled to be decent human beings. Human beings aren't just decent for the sake of human decency. Most aren't. Some are. Most aren't. Most humans need to be heavily controlled and heavily incentivized to be decent human beings by the threat of harsh consequence. Like, flat out. That's just the reality of it. Ugh.
Child,
right now.
step out of the car.
I'm not.
Step out of the car.
I'll step out when another officer gets here. I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong.
Because I don't trust you to not
You don't have to hold
leave.
me like I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going to go?
I will stop holding you if you step out of the car.
I'm not stepping out of the car.
You need to
Call
step
your
out of the
colonel
car.
And I will get out of the car.
This is resisting
You're
arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest.
Because you're not
what am I
answering
under
my
arrest
order.
For?
Littering.
What am I under arrest for? I didn't litter.
You
did
threw the
that.
ticket out the
I did not.
window.
You did that. You did that. It's all on camera.
You're
so
correct.
when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me.
I am the
I'm not
corporal.
getting out of you have a supervisor. Okay.
I am the supervisor
so
on
when your
duty.
supervisor gets here,
He
then
is
I
not.
will step
I am
out
the
of the
highest
car.
ranking
Call
supervisor.
someone else
I don't
to
have
come
anyone
here.
else.
There is someone else.
Not right now.
There is someone
You
else.
need to
Let me
step
call
out of the car.
911.
Stop.
Get your
Stop.
phone.
Get out.
Wait, stop, Mom, chill
Get
out, Mom.
out.
Wait, stop, sir, please stop.
Stop. Get out.
Stop, please stop.
Stop.
Wait, stop.
Get out, man.
Please.
So obviously this is resisting arrest. Obviously this could be assault on an officer. All for what? All because the black female ego. That all. All these charges and traumatizing my son for life for black female ego. They don't deserve respect. I'm just gonna say most black women in America don't deserve respect. And I don't know what percentage of black men deserve respect in America, but it's a way higher percentage than the black women who deserve respect. I ain't gonna say it's none. Because they're not look, women, even by God's word, women were never meant to be left to their own devices. They were meant to be under the control of man. From a evolutionary biology standpoint and from a biblical and Quran standpoint, all that. So look, I'm not even mad at her. I'm mad at men in society for letting women even never had the rights to be left to their own devices. This is to be expected.
Stop. Wait, please stop.
This is sad. You hear the black son just screaming in horror, please stop, please stop. Yeah, backup is here now. It's all over with now. It's a wrap. We all knew that this is how this was gonna end. Oh my gosh.
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over.
How am I going to roll over?
Roll over. Lower to the left. Pull your hand up.
I want to bring you folks' attention to the tattoo on her wrist. The tattoos never fail, bro. The tattoo theory on women never fails. The bull ring theory and the tattoo theory on women, it never fails. Good women don't get tattoos. It's a generalization, but I'm standing by it. I mean, obviously, there's exceptions to every rule. Good women don't get tats. Point blank. Period. I don't know one woman who. Well, I don't know a lot of good women. Period. But I don't know one. I don't know if I've ever met one woman where I'm like, who got a tattoo. I'm like, yeah, she pretty solid. Not one time.
All you had to do is take the ticket and leave. 13, one female's detained. She's in custody.
Okay, yeah. I want to bring your attention to the pistol tattooed on her shoulder blade. Does anybody see it? It would be her. Trying to think. Would it be her right side? Y'all see it? Do y'all see it? The pistol tattooed on her back. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Look how many cop cars are lined up back there because they hear this stuff on the radio. And this woman's never going to be a good person. That's the women get worse with time. This woman's not gonna do a 180 at any point in her life. She's gonna get worse and worse as she ages, and she's gonna be a burden on this young boy's life. She already ruined his life, and then she's gonna put it on him to take care of her because she made horrible decisions in life when she get old and sick. Of course, she won't have a husband. It's disgusting.
Get my phone.
That's what she's worried about. The phone. Women care about social media more than they care about their kids. They do. That's what she's worried about. Not is my son okay? Seriously, think about this. She didn't ask, is my son okay? Get my phone. God, watch over this young man. Please let him beat the odds. God, please watch over this young man.
Alright, get her set up and have her sit up against the bumper of the car. Lean you this way. Step up. My feet, knees. There we go. Go into this car back here.
Titties all hanging out, busted lip. Was it all worth it, ma'am? Hair all disheveled. Was it all worth it? The trashy tats, of course. They never fail. Let's just. I mean, I'm not trying to clown her. Maybe I am, but was it all worth it? Was it all worth it? Was it all worth it, man? Busted lip, tits out. What slammed all on the ground on the concrete. She probably feel like she a martyr and a freedom fighter.
This car back here. Face the number 11. Right there. Spread your feet for me. No guns, drugs, knives on you, right? No guns, drugs, or knives on you. Yes or no?
Do you have any guns, drugs, or knives on me?
Does it look like I have any drugs, guns, or knives on me with a gun tattooed on my back? The cop should have said, well, ma'am, I actually do see a gun on you. It's tatted on your back. Oh, she would have got so pissed. I mean, she still loves all this because she feel like, yeah, I'm going to jail like a G, and I stood on business in front of my following. She love this shit. Yeah, I'm a gangster. She feel like she got certified gangsters playing in her head right now. She loves this chaos. Them pigs thought that I was gonna comply. I don't comply to shit. I'm a G. This is a win for her. She gonna talk about this story for the rest of her life. Fuck what her son. Fuck her son nightmares. Shit fucked up, bro. Horrible people. So when Medium Man say he loved black women, that's why I can't respect it. Because he didn't specify that he not talking about women like this. Look, I'm gonna end it on that note. I'll holla at y'all. Subscribe to my other channel, Dating Dysfunctions. That's my normal channel where I post my 9 or 10 minute videos with the memes. Join the membership there. It's only $5 a month. I'm going to be doing 8 exclusive monthly videos. Follow me on Rumble if you haven't already. Shout out to Mr. Bang Your Mom. I'll catch y'all later. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Make sure you keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down to keep the reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. RB Sensei out.